श्री श्री गुरु परमगंधाय गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा विनोद बिहारी जू की जाय। श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मरन मोहन जू की जाय। नित्यालप विष्णु विष्णुपार अष्टतर शतकुमार भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोसाई महाराज श्री गुरुदेव की जाय। नित्यालप विष्णु विष्णुपार अष्टतर शतकुमार भक्ति वेदांत वामन गोसाई महाराज की जाय। नित्यालप विष्णु विष्णुपार अष्टतर शतकुमार भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जाय। नित्यालप विष्णु विष्णुपार अष्टतर शतकुमार भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोसाई महाराज की जाय। नित्यालप विष्णु विष्णुपार अष्टतर शतकुमार भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जाय। नित्यालप विष्णु महाभागवत श्रील गोरक्षदास बाबाजी महाराज की जाय। नित्यालप विश्व श्री सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जाय। नित्यालप विष्णु वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाबाजी महाराज की जाय। श्री रूपानुगौर्य गुरु वर्ग की जाय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ शारद गोसाई प्रभु की जाय। श्री स्वरूप दामोदर राय रामानंद आदि श्री गौर पार्षद वृंद की जाय। नाम चय श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जाय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जाय। श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल ब्रज मंडल मथुर वृंदावन धाम की जाय। सर्व अभिष्ट प्रदात गिरिराज महाराज की जाय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जाय। श्री यमुना देवी गंगा देवी की जाय। श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जाय। श्री भक्ति देवी की जाय। श्री पूर्णमासी योग माया की जाय। श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जाय। जय श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जाय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जाय। समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जाय। श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। Right. Oh, Jai Shri Lalitā Saptamī Tithi ki Jai. Shri Lalita Devi ki Jai. Jai. Shri Vrishabhanu Nandini Shrimati Radha Thakurani ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. On Jai Śrīla Bhakti Vijñāna Bhāratī Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. Alright. Sorry, I was a bit spaced out doing that one. Jai Dwani. Alright, so let's do Mangala Charan and then we'll begin. Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Itadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Tavai vasmi na jivami tvaya vina iti vigyaya devi tvam nayamam charanantikam bhaktya vihina aparada lakshaya shiptastakama dittarangamadhe kripa mai tvam sharanam prapanna Vrinde namaste charanarvindam Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Oh, let's do the pranam mantra for the Ashtasakis. Let me just find it. Yeah, right here. Okay. This will be going in the Gaudiya Giti Gucha. I haven't translated it yet, but anyhow. Yam kamapi vrajakul. This is from Lalitā Saptamī kathā. Yam kamapi vrajakule vrishabhanujaya preksha swapaksha paravim anurudhyamanam sadyastad ishta ghatanena kritartayantim devim gunaisu lalitam namami. Okay. Oh, and the meaning of this. Actually, I'm not going to do that. Okay. Now this is the Ashtasaki Pranamas. Lalita cha Vishaka cha Chitra Champakavallika Rangadevi Sudevi cha Tunga Vidyandurekika Etabhyashta Sakibhyashcha Satatancha Namo Nama Tathapi Mama Sarvasva Lalita Sarvandita Karunya Kalpalatike Lalite Namas. Sorry. No, wait, what's the lead? Karunya Kalpalatike Lalite Namaste Radha Samana Guna Chaturike Vishake Tvam Nomi Champakalate Chuta Chitta Chore Vande Vichitra Charite Saki Chitra Leke Shri Ranga Devi Daite Pranayanga Range Tubhyam Namostu Sukade Daite Sudevi Vidya Vinora Sadane Pichatunga Vidye Purnendu Kanda Nakare Mukundiluke. Sorry, did I say Induleke? Did I say Mukinduleke? Alright. Was I not sharing my screen that whole time? I am so sorry. Oh, God, I keep on doing that. Sorry, I'm really spaced out. Alright. Anyhow, I will send... Maybe I'll put that in the chat so that you could all have the verse. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do that right now. Just copying and pasting it. Then you can all have it. And then I will... Maybe today I'll try to make a translation for all these. Yeah. Oh, God, I'm so spaced out. Here. I'm putting it in the chat right now. There you go. Yeah, I'll put it in the YouTube chat as well. Okay, there it is in YouTube. Oh, Haribol Vrinda Didi, Dandavat Pranams. And Bhajanath Prabhu, Dandavat Pranams. And the Dervish, Haribol, Champakalata Mataji, Hare Krishna. Oh, that's Sukada Didi, right? Dandavat Pranams. And let's see, and a lot of devotees today. If you write a comment, I'll see who you are though. I see there's 10 devotees on YouTube and Facebook. And on Zoom, Dandavat Pranams, Anadi Krishna Prabhu, Krishna Premavati Didi, Sarveshwari Mataji, Nri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Gada Graja Prabhu, Krishna Mai Didi, and everybody else. Dandavat Pranams. Alright, so today I thought we can read, well, there are two classes. There's one by my Śrīla Gurudev and also one by Śrīla Bhakti Vijñāna Bhāratī Gosvāmī. The one by my Gurudev, he explains the meaning of all the verses of Lalitā Saptamī. He gives like an explanation of each verse. So maybe it would be nice to do that at the end so that we can end with like a stotram like that. Yeah, so I think I'll start with Śrīla Bhakti Vijñāna Bhāratī Gosvāmī then. So let's begin. Lalitā Saptamī. And this, I got this from vcvani.com. vishurachaitanyavani.com. One second, let me just move back a little bit. Okay, so September 10, 2024 is the Lalitā Saptamī in Vrindavan, India. The following is a Bhav Anuvad of the translation of the Katha on the appearance day of Śrī Lalitā Sakhi given by Śrīla Bhakti Vijñāna Bhāratī Gosvāmī on September 1st, 2014. Okay, the Kaya Vyuha of Srimati Radharani. Kaya Vyuha of Srimati Radharani. Okay. Today is a special titi. It is Lalitā Saptamī. Srimati Radharani expanded herself as Lalitā Sakhi to serve Sri Krishna. This is called Kaya Vyuha. In other words, Srimati Radharani's expansion of her own transcendental form. First, she expanded herself in 8 forms: Lalita, Vishaka, Chitra, Indulekha, Champakalata, Tungavidya, Rangadevi, and Sudevi. However, upon contemplating that despite these 8 forms, she was unable to adequately serve Sri Krishna, Srimati Radharani expanded herself further as all the manjaris, Shri Rupa Manjari, Shri Lavanga Manjari, Shri Vilasa Manjari, and so on. Such is her endeavor for Krishna Seva. Whatever is favorable for the service and nourishment of Krishna's pastimes. In Goloka Vrindavan, the age neither increases nor decreases. It remains eternally the same. This is a speciality. Lalitā Sakhi is 7 to 8 days older than Srimati Radharani in the spiritual world. Other sources say she is 27 days older than Radharani. When she manifested the pastime of appearing in this world, she appeared in the village of Karela and later came to Unchagaon. Generally, people infer that to escape the atrocities of the demons, locations of residences were changed. However, this reasoning is not accepted by the Antaranga Bhaktas, by the intimate devotees, who are of the opinion that Lalitā Sakhi settles wherever it is favorable to render service to Sri Krishna. When King Vrishabhanu went from Radhen to Varshana, I guess that's another name for Raval, then Krishna also went with Nanda Baba to Nandagaon. Yeah, so there's an external reason, was because of the demons, but really the reason is for the pastimes, for the service. From the external consideration, Lalitā Sakhi's mother is Sharadi, and her father was Vishobha. She also enacted the pastime of getting married to Bhairon Gopa. Bhairon is her so-called husband, and the meaning of the word Bhairon is also husband. Sorry. It is said, due to being covered by ignorance, the people of this material world cannot understand the matters of the eternal world. These eternal associates descend to this world under some pretext to perform their pastimes. Their rendezvous, Radha and Krishna's rendezvous point, is Sanket, which is between Varshana and Nandagaon. So these eternal associates, like Lalita, come under some pretext to reside nearby in order to nourish Krishna's pastimes. Is my mic plugged in? Just making sure. Yes, it is. Okay. The lust of the gopis is prem only. The gopis never ever endeavor to satisfy their own senses. That is why it is said in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya 8:216, Premaiva Goparamanam Kamityagamat Pratham Ityudhavadayopyetam Vanchanti Bhagavat Priya. Although the dealings of the gopis with Krishna are on the platform of pure love of Godhead, such dealings are sometimes considered to be lusty. But because they are completely spiritual, Uddhav and all the other dearmost devotees of the Lord desire to participate in them. The lust of the gopis in itself is prem. Atmendriya priti vancha tare bolikam, Krishnendriya priti icha, dhore prem nam. That's Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 4:165. The desire to gratify one's own senses is kam, lust, but the desire to please the senses of Lord Krishna is prem, is love. Ataeva kama preme bahuta antar, kama andatama prema nirmala bhaskar. That's Chaitanya Charitamrita. The next verse. Therefore, lust and love are quite different. Lust is like dense darkness, but love is like the bright sun. There is a gulf of difference between kam and prem. Kam is andatama, which implies not only darkness, but dense darkness. Whereas prem is nirmal bhaskar, like the rays of the sun shining through the clear sky, unobstructed by fog, clouds, or dust. So the lust of the gopis is prem, because they have no desire of their own. The lust of the gopis is prem because they have no desire of their own, other than the desire for the satisfaction of Krishna's senses. Although apparently it was observed that they had husbands, they engaged all their senses to nourish the service of Krishna. Hence, it is difficult to comprehend this from the mundane perspective. Everything about Krishna's associates is transcendental. Today is Lalitā Saptamī, and tomorrow is Radhashtami. So who is the elder of the two? Lalita is elder by 1 day, as per this calculation. But in reality, she is 7 to 8 days older than Radharani in the spiritual world. This is difficult to reconcile for bhaktas. They descend to perform pastimes. They do not take birth here. This has been convincingly answered in one Bhagavad Gita verse 4:9. Janma karma chame devyam evam yo veti tattvata tyaktva deham punar janma naiti mam eti sorjuna. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. In other words, those who know their transcendental nature and tattva are praised in the Bhagavad Gita. Gita is considered a Shishu Shastra, a scripture for beginners. Shishu means baby, so a baby scripture. But there are some words and phrases which are applicable for both beginners as well as postgraduates. So it is very difficult to comprehend. One will understand this when one's senses becomes service inclined. Their age neither increases nor decreases. Then how does their birth take place? Hence it is mentioned that it is transcendental, it is divya. We cannot comprehend things about this world. Then what to speak of the spiritual world? Atha Shri Krishna namadi na bhaved grahyamindriyai sevan mukhe hi jivado swayam eva spuratyada. That's Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya 17:136. No one can understand the transcendental nature of the name, form, quality, and pastimes of Sri Krishna through his materially contaminated senses. Only when one becomes spiritually saturated by transcendental service to the Lord are the transcendental name, form, quality, and pastimes of the Lord revealed to him. Only those who are inclined to serve. In other words, the transcendental names, qualities, pastimes, abodes, associates, and their attributes are not within the grasp of the materially contaminated senses. In that case, by what means can one grasp that which is transcendental? The same senses, when transformed, can get the ability to see, to hear, to touch, and so on. Sevon mukhe hi jivadao. Why has jivadho been mentioned first? Because there are three types of hindrances connected with the tongue. There's jivaveg, udarveg, and upastaveg, the urge of the tongue, belly, and genitals. When these senses become service-inclined and engage in the service of Bhagavan, then swayam eva spuratyadha, it becomes self-manifest. You will not attempt to see them, the name, form, qualities, and pastimes of the Lord. They will manifest spontaneously before your eyes. It's automatic. Don't need to attempt to see them. It just happen automatically. In Jagannath Ashtakam, it is said, Jagannatha Swami Nayanapatagami Pavatu me. You appear before my eyes. In other words, please grant me the eligibility to take your darshan. At what stage can one pray like this? Navayache rajam nachakanaka manikya vibhavam nayache ham ramyam sakala janakamyam varavadum sadakale kale pramatapatina gita charito Jagannatha Swami Nayanapatagami bhavatu me. It's verse 7 of Jagannath Ashtakam. I do not pray for a kingdom, nor do I pray for gold, rubies, or wealth. I do not ask for a beautiful wife as desired by all men. I simply pray that Jagannath Swami, whose glories Lord Shiva always sings, may be the constant object of my vision. When one does not desire any of these things, always wanting only Bhagavan, only then will Bhagavan manifest, not otherwise. What to speak of Bhagavan and Radharani, even her expansions, Lalita, Vishaka, Chitra, Indulekha, Champakalata, Tungavidya, Rangadevi, and Sudevi, cannot be understood despite knowledge of the details of their dress, age, and other aspects from the scriptures. Lalita Saki instructs Radharani. Among all the Sakis of Radharani, Lalita Saki is the chief, the foremost. Due to grief and separation from Krishna, when Radharani became unsteady, due to grief and separation from Krishna, when Radharani became unsteady, emaciated, and her golden complexion turned lusterless, Lalita would convince her by saying, "O Saki, Krishna forgot you. Now you also give up his remembrance. Otherwise your body will turn emaciated, and it seems as if you will die." Then Radharani responded, "It is not possible for me to forget him." What is the reason? Tunde tandavini ratim vitanute tundavali labdhaye karna krodha kadambini ghatayate karnarbudebhyas priham cheta prangana sangini vijayate sarvendriyanam kritim no jane janita kiyadbhirya amritai krishneti varna dvayi. That's Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya 199. I do not know how much nectar the two syllables Krishna have produced. When the holy name of Krishna is chanted, it appears to dance within the mouth. We then desire many mouths. When that name enters the holes of the ears, we desire many millions of ears. And when the holy name dances in the courtyard of the heart, it conquers the activities of the mind, and therefore all the senses become inert. O Saki, how can I give it up? When I utter his name, my tongue dances madly and incessantly chanting Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And when I hear Krishna's name, I desire to possess millions of ears. Just 2 ears are not sufficient to do justice to hearing Krishna Nam. And when I remember within my heart, it conquers all my senses, such that my ears do not hear, my eyes do not see, my skin does not feel the sense of touch. This is my condition. Therefore, I do not understand, and consequently, I cannot express how much power, how much nectar is contained in the name of Krishna. Krishna Prem attracts even Krishna. What to speak of Radharani? Even Krishna develops the greed to taste his own name when it is uttered by his unalloyed, pure devotees, his premika bhaktas. Not ordinary devotees, not even bhav bhaktas, but only premi bhaktas. So Krishna becomes attracted and comes. Krishna Prem has so much power that it attracts Krishna. Following in the footsteps of the gopis is paramount. It is not an ordinary thing to understand the glories of the Sakis. Even by penance, one cannot understand these things. What to speak of others? Even Lakshmi Devi performed penance to get Krishna's association, but could she attain it? It is said, Gopi anugatya vina aishvarya gyane bhoji leho nahi pae vrajendra nandane. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya 8:230. Unless one follows in the footsteps of the gopis, he cannot attain the service of the lotus feet of Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj. If one is overcome by knowledge of the Lord's opulence, he cannot attain the Lord's lotus feet, even though he is engaged in devotional service. Without following the gopis, one will not attain Krishna simply by performing bhajan. That is not possible. Lalita Saki is the foremost Saki. Tomorrow is Radhashtami. Lalita Saki is the foremost Saki of Radharani who guides her. Lalita Saki is non-different from Radharani. She is Radharani only who expanded herself to serve Krishna in another form, to acquire patience, or to do whatever is required in the service of Krishna. So Radharani teaches by expanding her form, Kaya Vyuha, as Sakis. Here's a quote from Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 460. Ladini korai Krishne ananda aswadan Ladinir dvara kore bhaktir poshan. That Ladini energy gives Krishna pleasure and nourishes his devotees. As Ladini, she bestows bliss. She is the cause of both bliss to the devotees as well as Krishna. Krishna cannot experience bliss without Ladini Shakti. Alright, so that is Jai Śrīla Bhakti Vijñāna Bhāratī Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. Śrīla Bhakti Vijñāna Bhāratī Gosvāmī Mahārāja's glorification. Now we will read from my Śrīla Gurudev, Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Shishimad Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja. This is a class that he spoke on Lalita Saki's appearance day on September 10th, 2005. Okay, so one second, I'm just going to get the mridanga and then we will begin. One second. Because we're going to be singing the Lalita Ashtakam now. Okay. Wait, is noise suppression turned on? Okay, there. Okay, so one second, let me move the mic closer. Okay. Lalita Devi was born in the village of Karela, and later on her father brought her to Unchagam, the place of her pastimes, the Lila Stali. There are still many evidences of her pastimes here, like a rock containing the imprints of her lotus feet, and some small utensils she used when she and the other Sakis fed Krishna there. When the sun rays fall on the imprints of those pots and plates, they glitter and shine. All of Srimati Radhika's Sakis used to play with Krishna and Lalita in Uchangam, and there are many places there where you can see their footprints to this day. On the hill, there is a slippery rock showing a specific pastime that was enacted in a marriage arena. There, the gopis arranged a special kind of marriage between Lalita and Krishna. This should not be misunderstood as a real marriage, but rather a play marriage, like marriage that was once enacted between Srimati Radhika and Krishna. This is technically known as a Gandharva marriage. In that pastime, Krishna had been sitting beside Lalita, and the Sakis began to play mischievously. Vishaka and some of the other Sakis tied Sri Lalita's veil to Krishna's pitambar. Then suddenly, on the indication of Srimati Radhika, Rangadevi and other Sakis began to sing wedding songs, while Tungavidya and others uttered wedding mantras, and the remaining Sakis showered flowers on Sri Krishna and Lalita. When Lalita noticed that something tricky was being done to her, she tried to run away, but because her garments were tied to Krishna's pitambar, she could not do so. All the Sakis then surrounded the couple and married them. Even today, one can see the indication of the slide on the hill, as well as the markings of alta of red lac from the gopis' feet. Although this pastime took place 5,000 years ago, you can still visualize it with your own eyes. Lalita is 27 days older than Radharani. Sorry. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, Lalita is 27 days older than Radharani. According to the Tithi calculation, Lalita Devi's appearance day falls on the day before Srimati Radharani's appearance day. She generally has the same loving mood towards both Radha and Krishna, yet she is more inclined towards Srimati Radhika. The following is a Sanskrit song called Lalita Ashtakam, along with its translation, and I will further explain each verse. This Lalita Ashtakam was composed by Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī. Okay, so there are no diacritics in this one, so I wonder if we should just go, to the one that's in the songbook that has diacritics. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Let me just open this up, Lalita Ashtakam, and I'll go back and forth. What's going on? Okay, there it is. Okay. Aradha Mukunda Para Sambhava Garma Bindu Nirmanchanopakarani Krita Deha Laksham Utunga Sohrida Vishesha Vashat Pragalbham Devim Gunai Sulalitam Lalitang Namami. Her body is engaged in wiping away glistening drops of perspiration from the lotus feet of Shishi Radha Madhav. In superlative Sohladaras, she always remains independent. I offer pranam unto the audacious Lalita Devi, who is a repository of beauty, sweetness, gravity, and various other charming qualities. Now my Śrīla Gurudev says, oh, 1 second, let me just get a bucket, just in case. Okay, there. Okay, so my Śrīla Gurudev says, there are 4 types of sakis, Swapaksha, Vipaksha, Tatastha, and Suhrit. Swapaksha means those sakis who are totally favorably disposed towards Srimati Radhika. Vipaksha means those gopis who are totally favorably disposed towards Chandravali and opposed to Radhika. Vipaksha means opposed. Tatastha means those who are neutral towards Srimati Radhika and more favorably disposed towards Chandravali. Suhrit means those who are more favorably disposed towards Srimati Radhika and neutral towards Chandravali. Suhrit gopis never do anything unfavorable towards Srimati Radhika. Lalita Devi and Vishaka Devi are examples of gopis who are swapaksha to Srimati Radhika. Chandravali is vipaksha, Bhadra is tatashta, and Shamala is suhrit. The mood of Lalita is that she is always trying to favorably serve the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. She always tries to please them. She engages in millions upon millions of endeavors to please them. When Radha and Krishna meet and engage in amorous pastimes, Lalita wipes away the droplets of perspiration from their lotus feet. This means that she is engaged day and night in the service of their sweet pastimes. There are two types of services in Madhurya Ras. One is in the mood of the Manjaris, and the other is in the mood of the Sakis. Lalita always serves in the mood of a Saki. One of her qualities is that she has some controlling mentality. She can command both Radha and Krishna, but at the same time, she has a friendly disposition towards both of them. She is always immersed in the ocean of love. She is very beautiful and sweet. She is very beautiful and very sweet, but at the same time, very sober and composed. Her heart is so sweet that she attracts the heart of all others, but at the same time, she is pragolbha, which means she can speak harsh words and can thus control both Radha and Krishna. Haraka Sudha Kirana Mandala Kanti Dandi Vakrashiyam Chakita Charu Chamurune. She just sat right on top of me. Sorry, let me start over again. Raka Sudha Kirana Mandala Kanti Dandi Vakrashiyam Chakita Charu Chamuru Netram Radha Prasadana Vidana Kala Prasedam Devem Gunai Sulalitam Lalitam Namami. Her beautiful face mocks the brilliance of the full moon. Her lovely eyes are ever restless, like those of a startled doe. She is renowned for her extraordinary expertise in the art of dressing Srimati Radhika. I offer pranam unto Lalita Devi, who is a repository of charming qualities. This verse begins by describing Srimati Lalita Devi's beauty. She is so beautiful that her beauty surpasses the combined beauty of millions of moons, and her eyes are said to be so restless that they can defeat the restlessness of the eyes of a female deer. Her specific quality is that she is very expert in applying makeup, and especially in arranging the hair decoration of Srimati Radhika. Yeah, we read all about that in Radha Krishna Ganadashtipika. Remember Although all the 8 principal Sakis are very famous in putting on the bodily decorations and applying the makeup of Srimati Radhika, Lalita and Vishaka are the most expert. Moreover, of these two, Lalita is considered the most proficient. The pastime of decorating Srimati Radhika by Lalita and the other Sakis is described in Govinda Lilamrita, written by Śrīla Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, and in Krishna Bhavanamrita, written by Śrīla Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Those who want to serve Radha and Krishna in the mood of a Manjari should seriously take help from these scriptures. Sadhaks, devotional practitioners, can find pastimes such as the above mentioned in those books, and they can try to be absorbed in them at the time of their devotional practices. With reference to the verse above, Lalita and the other Sakis tell Srimati Radhika, "When you go to meet with Krishna, this is how you should behave with him." They want Shri Krishna to be totally under the spell of Srimati Radhika. While they are applying kajal, black eyeliner, they remind Srimati Radhika of her previous pastimes with Krishna. For example, once when she was going out to meet Krishna, she forgot to put kajal on one of her eyes, and Krishna himself put it on upon her arrival. Similar pastimes are brought to the attention of Srimati Radhika at the time of putting on her makeup, and in that way her mood of bringing pleasure to Krishna is enhanced. When the gopis put on the tilak mark on her forehead, they recite the Kama Yantra, which still further inspires Srimati Radhika in the mood of her service to Krishna. All these pastimes are arranged by Lalita Devi, and therefore she is described as the fountainhead of various wonderful qualities. Lasyo lasar bhujaga shatru patatra chetra opatam shuka bharana kanchuli kanchitangin gorochana ruchi vigharana gorimana devim gunai sulalitam lalitam namami. Her silk dress is as beautiful as the wonderfully multicolored feathers of an ecstatically dancing peacock. Her body is nicely adorned with various kinds of jeweled ornaments and a bodice. Her golden complexion defeats the luster of Gorochana. I offer pranam unto Lalita Devi, who is a repository of charming qualities. And Gorochana is a bright yellow pigment used for painting, dyeing, and tilak. Okay. This verse gives a similarity with a peacock. When the rainy season comes, the peacock becomes very happy. He has been especially gifted by God to have beautiful colors on his feathers, and he expresses his happiness on seeing the clouds by spreading his wings. In the same way, Srimati Lalita Devi's dresses are so beautifully ornamented and colored that they express the mood of a peacock, showing his happiness by spreading his wings. The color of her sari, various kinds of necklaces, and all her ornaments brilliantly glitter. And all this glittering, combined with the luster of her own body, give a profound impression. The word Gorochana is also mentioned in this verse. In that connection, there is a particular constellation called the Swati Nakshatra. When rainwater hits the hoof of a cow at that time, it becomes yellow, like the color of turmeric. This very special yellow color of Gorochana defeats even the shimmer of gold, and the substance Gorochana is also considered very costly. This is the impression Lalita Devi gives when she is serving Srimati Radhika with all her paraphernalia, ornaments, and beauty. This is a fun verse. Dhurte vrajendra tanaye tanushushtu vamyam madakshina bhavakalankini lagavaya Radhe giram shrinohitamiti shikshayanting devim gunai sulalitam lalitam namami. O Kalankini, O unchaste one, Radhike, Rajendra Nandan is very cunning, so be firm in your contrariness. Don't give in to gentle submission. Radhe, listen to these beneficial words. In this way, she gives instructions. I offer pranam unto Lalita Devi, who is a repository of charming qualities. Okay, now verse 5. Radhamabhivrajapate kritamatmajena kutamana kapi vilokya vilohitakshim Vagbhangibhistamachirena vilajayantim Devim gunai sulalitam lalitam namami. Upon hearing Vrajendranandan speak even a few crafty words to Srimati Radhika, Lalita Devi's eyes become red with fury, and she immediately shames him with sarcastic words, such as, "Oh, you are so truthful, simple-hearted, and such a chaste lover." I offer pranam unto Lalita Devi, who is a repository of charming qualities. Srimati Radhika is controlled by the extreme love of Lalita Saki. When she is with Lalita Saki, Lalita can even chastise her. She says, "When Krishna comes, you should remain very unsubmissive and enter a sulky mood." Radhika may reply, "What can I do? As soon as I see Krishna in the distance, my sulky mood goes away. I cannot maintain it." Then, with a raised finger, Lalita says, "Don't give up your unsubmissive mood. You should chastise Krishna, for he has so many bad qualities. He is crooked and unchaste. He is a cheater. He will come to you early in the morning, and what will he do? He will hold onto your feet and beg forgiveness. But don't believe anything he says. Don't become submissive. Instead, you should chastise him." Sakis are of two types and two moods. One, dakshina, right wing or submissive. This is called Grita Sneha, like ghee. Grita means ghee. And it is a quality of Chandravali's group. And then there is Vamya, contrary or unsubmissive. Dakshina also means left, and Vamya means right. So there's the leftist, right wing. Oh, wait. Yeah, sorry, the other way around. Sorry, Dakshina means right wing, yeah. And then Vamya means left. So Vamya means contrary or unsubmissive. This is called Madhu Sneha, like honey. And it is a quality of Radhika's group. Okay, so remember those terms. Dakshina, this is right wing or submissive. And this is Chandravali's group, which has Grita Sneha. Their affection, their sneha, their love for Krishna is like grita, is like ghee. And then there is Vamya, which is the left-wing mood, the contrary or unsubmissive mood. And this is Radhika's group, which has madhu sneha. Their sneha is like madhu, like honey. So ghee is wholesome, but without much taste, whereas honey is wholesome and also sweet. Radhika's mood is called Vamya, left wing, contrary, or unsubmissive. And Chandravali's mood is Dakshina, that means right wing or submissive. Only those gopis in the mood of Vamya can completely control Krishna. The two groups, that is Radhika's group and Chandravali's group, do not appreciate each other. Chandravali criticizes Srimati Radhika and her group, saying, How can they dare to do man, be in sulky mood towards Krishna? He is so sweet and lovely. Srimati Radhika and her group think, why does Chandravali become so submissive towards Krishna? Srimati Radhika says, one must apply a weapon to control Krishna. Why doesn't Chandravali control him like us? How can she serve him if she is not like us? Thus, both groups cannot appreciate each other's moods. Lalita is the Shiksha Guru of all the gopis and Radhika's group, and also of Radhika herself. Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī writes, Lalita Devi sometimes chastises Radhika, saying, "O Kalankini, O unchaste one." She will be called unchaste by her in-laws, and for that reason, she may try to be contrary. But Lalita Devi is telling her here that no matter what others say, she should still be contrary to Krishna. So don't become submissive to Krishna. In this song, Śrīla Rupa Goswāmī repeatedly offers his prostrated obeisances to Srimati Lalita Devi. If Krishna approaches Srimati Radhika and uses some clever cheating words, Lalita Devi cannot tolerate it. In Nishanta Lila, Srimati Radhika has been waiting all night for Krishna to come, and yet he doesn't come. He finally comes very early in the morning with signs on his divine body that he has been with other gopis. Lalita Devi tells him, "Don't come here. We don't want your service. Where is your beloved? You should go to her." His eyes are very red and other symptoms are there. Lalita then chastises him, saying, "Yes, I know you, Krishna. You are very chaste, simple, and honest." By her sharp and harsh words, she makes Krishna ashamed and causes him to be shy. This is described in Sri Krishna Bhavanamrita. Krishna sometimes challenges the gopis in the forest. "Why have you come here? Don't you know I am Vrajendra, I am the king of Vrindavan? By picking flowers here, you are destroying my Vrindavan." At that time, Lalita Devi says, "We know what kind of protector you are. Actually, you have never planted one seed or watered one tree. Instead, with your hundreds of thousands of cows, it is you who destroys Vrindavan. We are the real owners of Vrindavan. We have planted every seed and watered every tree." Then Krishna then says, "Don't you know who I am? I am a very religious person and I have never told a lie." Then Srimati Lalita Devi says, "Yes, we know what type of religious person you are. We heard that when you were only 7 days old, you killed a woman named Putana, who came as a mother to you. And which house in Vrindavan have you not stolen from? Are you the same religious person who stole all the clothing of the gopis? Are you the same religious person who performed the Ras Lila with all the married gopis of Vrindavan?" Krishna then becomes ashamed. Okay. Oh, and Haribol Archana Mataji and Chatamai Mataji. Yeah, okay. Vatsalya vrinda vasatim pashupala ragya sakyanu shikshana kalasu gurum sakhinam Radha balavaraja jivita nirvishesham devim gunai sulalitam lalitam namami. She is the resting place of the Vatsalya Ras of Goparaj Nanda's queen, Shri Yashoda Devi. As the instructing guru of all the Sakis, she teaches them the art of friendship. She is the very life of Srimati Radhika and of the younger brother of Baladev. Alternately, it means Srimati Radhika and the younger brother of Baladev are her very life. I offer pranam unto Lalita Devi, who is a repository of charming qualities. Without the presence of Vatsalya Ras, of parental love, the glories of Madhurya Ras, conjugal love, do not manifest. One example occurs when Srimati Radhika goes with all her friends to Nandagaon to cook. Mother Yashoda is there, but there is no disturbance. When Srimati Radhika goes to Nanda Bhavan with Lalita and the Ashtasakis, Yashoda Devi exhibits intense parental love towards her, not less than the parental love she has towards her son, Krishna. We also read that in Radha Krishna Ganadesh Deepika, that Yashoda has the same affection that she has for Krishna, she has that same affection for Srimati Radhika. She also shows great affection to all the other Sakis and Manjaris because of their relation with her. All the Ashtasakis have so many excellent qualities, and therefore Śrīla Rupa Goswāmī writes, of all the gopis, the Ashtasakis are the topmost. For example, Srimati Tungavida Devi can speak with all types of birds and animals. She understands their language and she can communicate with them. What can be greater than performing services to Srimati Radhika under the guidance of Lalita and Vishaka and the other Ashtasakis? Lalita and Vishaka are the Shiksha Gurus of all the gopis in the group of Srimati Radhika. Lalita Devi's life and soul is Srimati Radhika and Krishna. Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī prays, I offer pranam again and again unto Srimati Lalita Devi. Chatamai Mataji is asking what the meter of this Lalitashtakam is. The meter is called Vasanta Tilaka. Na 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 na, like that. It's the same meter as Brahma Samhita. You know, like Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami, right? Venum Kvavantam Aravinda Dalaya Taksham. Yeah, same meter. Vasanta Tilaka. Okay. Yam kamapi vrajakule vrishabhanujaya preksha swapaksha paravim anuruddhyamanam sadyastar ishta ghatanena kritartayantim devim gunai sulalitam lalitam namami. And this verse they included in the Bengali Gaudiya Gitikucha. They included this verse in the additional Mangalacharan. So this verse is especially helpful for us. It's very hopeful for us. So, upon seeing any young maiden anywhere in Vraj, and discerning that she is inclined toward her Priyasaki Vrishabhanu Nandini Srimati Radhika, Lalita immediately fulfills that maiden's internal desires and makes her life successful. I offer pranam unto Lalita Devi, who is a repository of charming qualities. Okay. Lalita has many charming qualities. What is her greatest quality? Her quality that is most favorable for the sadhaks of this world. If she sees in Vrindavan any gopi, or anyone who has even a slight touch of a scent of desire to serve Srimati Radhika, she immediately fulfills that gopi's desire and gives her the unlimited wealth of the service of Srimati Radhika's lotus feet. If one has a one-pointed desire to perform service to Srimati Radhika under the direct guidance of Srimati Lalita Devi, and furthermore under the guidance of Sri Rupa Manjari, that devotee may know that Lalita Devi's shelter is the only path by which one can achieve this. Radha Vrajendra Sutta Sangamarangacharya Varyam Vinishchitavatim Akilotsavebhya Tam Gokula Priya Sakhi Nikuramba Mukhyam Devim Gunai Sulalitam Lalitam Namami. Her primary engagement is providing pleasure to Shri Radha Govinda by arranging their meetings, which she considers to be the best of all festivals. She is the foremost among all Priyasakis of Gokul. I offer pranam unto Lalita Devi, who is a repository of charming qualities. Oh, it's already 8 o'clock. Okay, we're almost done. This is the... Without the mercy of Lalita Devi, Giriraj or Yamuna, it is not possible to enter Ras Leela. The first and greatest is Srimati Lalita Devi herself. The second is Giriraj Govardhan, and the third is Yamuna, or Vishaka Devi. Lalita is the same age as Srimati Radhika, or she is 27 days older. It may happen in one way that in one yuga, and in one way in another yuga. Yeah, Kalpa Bhed. Like Radhika, Lalita also has all the qualities of being a Yuteshwari, able to control her own group of subservient Sakis. Why is she qualified to be a Yuteshwari? If Bhadra, Shamala, or Chandravali can become Yuteshwaris, then what to speak of Lalita Devi? However, despite being the same age as Radhika and having the qualification of a Yuteshwari, still, The only goal of her life is to serve Srimati Radhika and to facilitate the meeting of Shri Shri Radha and Krishna. Her only happiness is the meeting of Radha and Krishna, and to achieve that goal, she never considers any amount of discomfort or suffering. Shri Raghunath Das Goswami prays, Padabjayostava vina varadasya nanyat kadapi samaye kila deviyache sakhyayate mama namostu namostu nityam dasyayate mama rasostu rasostu satyam. O Goddess, I shall never pray to you for anything but the excellent service of your lotus feet. I offer my constant obeisances unto the idea of becoming your friends, but I truly relish the idea of becoming your maidservants. That's text 16 of Vilap Kusmanjali. Oh, I offer my obeisances millions of times to the position of a Saki of Srimati Radhika. I offer my pranam to being to the position of a Saki millions of times. But my only real desire, birth after birth, is to attain the service of Srimati Radhika in the mood of a manjari. So see here, sakyayate. So to being a Saki, to the mood of being a Saki, mama, I, like my pranams, namo, pranam. So namostu nityam. Forever, nitya means forever, eternally. I offer pranams. I offer my pranams to being to the mood of being a Saki. But in truth, satyam, the reality, the truth, is that I relish rasostu satyam. But I truly relish the idea of dasya, of becoming a servant of Srimati Radhika. I have no desire to become equal to Radhika like the Sakis. Śrīla Raghunath Das Goswami also prays, I will never leave the feet of Radhika to go to Krishna. Even if Krishna goes to Dwarka and calls me there, I will not go. However, if out of some madness Radhika has somehow gone to Dwarka, I will fly there even faster than Garuda to serve her there. Oh wow, that's from the Swaniyam Dashakam, verses 3 and 4. Very cool. We're going to be including the Śrīla Raghunath Das Goswami's Swaniyam Dashakam in the Gaudiya Giti Gucha. I need to translate that still. Okay, now the last verse, and then we'll end here. Nanda Muni Lalita Guna Lalitani Padyani Yapatati Nirmala Drishtirashto Pritya Vikarshati Janang Nija Vrinda Madhye Tam Kirti Dapati Kulojvala Kalpavalli. One who, with a cheerful and pure heart, recites these 8 verses in praise of Lalita Devi, which are extremely beautiful due to their description of her charming qualities, is affectionately drawn to Srimati Radhika, the brilliant, wish-fulfilling creeper of the dynasty of Kirtida Devi's husband Sri Vrishabhanu Maharaj, and enters her own group of Sakis, who she counts among her very own. Jai Shri Lalita Devi ki Jai, Shri Rupa Goswami Pada ki Jai. In conclusion, Srimati Lalita Devi is the wish-fulfilling tree of the Prem Seva, the service and love of Shri Shri Radha and Krishna. Whoever chants this Lalitashtakam will make Radha and Krishna happy. Moreover, Lalita Devi herself will be happy, and all our desires will be fulfilled. Jai Śrīla Rupa Goswami Pada ki Jai, Śrīla Rupa Goswami's Stavamala ki Jai, Jai Shri Lalita Devi ki Jai, Jai Shri Lalitashtakam ki Jai, Jai Shri Gurudev ki Jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Alright, so it is 8:07. I think I'm going to just do very quick Mahamantra. short Jaidwani and we will officially end. But then for anybody who wants to stay a little bit longer, I thought it'd be nice to read a little bit from, just read a couple parts of Radhakrishna Ganaresh Dipika about Lalita Saki. I just kind of want to do that. And so if anybody wants to stay for that, you can. Oh, God. Look, I was sitting. Shamali actually sat completely on my seat and pushed me forward, and then I was having to sit on the ground. Okay, 1 second. Let me just. Okay, there. That was really uncomfortable. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Lalita Devi, Jai Vishakha Devi, Lalita Devi, Jai Vishakha Devi, Jai Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jai Radhe, Jaya Krishna. Jaya Rupa Gosvāmī Prabhu, Rupa Gosvāmī, Rupa Gosvāmī, Prabhu Rupa Gosvāmī. Jai Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jai Guru Deva. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai, Shri Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai, Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju Ki Jai, Jai Śrīla Gurudev Ki Jai, Jai Śrīla Param Gurudev Ki Jai, Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai, Shri Rupanu Gokoriya Guru Varga Ki Jai, Swaparshad Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopikan Ki Jai, Shri Giriraj Mahārāja Ki Jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi Ki Jai, Shri Harina, Shri Lalita Devi Ki Jai, Lalita Saki Ki Jai, Shri Lalitā Saptamī Tithi Ki Jai, Tithi Palankari Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Shinitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Gaur. Vindai Tulsi Devai, Priyai Keshavashacha, Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi, Sattvataya Namo Namaha, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat pranams, dear devotees, Anadi Krishna Prabhu, Krishna Premavati Didi, Sarveshwari Mataji, Nri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Gadagraja Prabhu, Archana Mataji, and let's see on YouTube and Facebook, Shukuda Didi, Champak Mataji, the Dervish, Haribo, Vrinda Didi, and Brajanath Prabhu. Dandavat pranams to both of you. Then let's see, Kishore Prabhu. And who else is there? Vidya Lalasa Didi, Jai Shri Didi, Maria, I don't know what your devotional name is, and everybody else. Dandavat pranams. Oh, Vangsiwala Prabhu, Haribol. All right, so we've officially ended, but for anybody who wants to stay a little bit longer, I'm going to read through the Sri Radhakrishna Ganaresh Dipika so we can find out. We can hear more details about Sri Lalita Devi from Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī Pad. So, Just sharing my screen again. Where is it? Okay. Radha Krishna Ganaresh Deepika. Okay, so let's first go here. So we're in the section Yuta, different groups of contemporary Sakis. Śrīla Lalita Devi. Śrīla Lalita Devi is the foremost among these 8 Varishta Sakis. She is 27 days older than her dear friend Sri Radha. Sri Lalita is renowned by the name Anuradha. She is decorated by the qualities of both Avama Nayika and Prakara Nayika. And Avama and Prakara, those both mean like really intense. Like, so Avama, let's see. So Vama is a gopi who is busily engaged in arousing jealous anger or man. She is angry when man becomes weakened. The Nayak, the hero, cannot control her, and she uses harsh words. And then Prakara is a gopi who uses bold words. She brings forth her sorrow and anger in any topic whatsoever. She's not afraid to say anything. She speaks she has a sharp tongue. Lalita's bodily complexion resembles bright yellow gorochana, and her attire has the color of a peacock's tail. Śrīla Lalita Devi's mother's name is Saradi, and her father is Vishoka. Her husband, whose name is Bhairav, is a friend of Govardhan Gopa. Okay, so now let's see. That's like the very basic description of Lalita Devi. Now let's hear some more details. Okay, so the Paramaprishta Sakis are considered to be the most prominent of all the Niyukta Sakis. The Niyukta Sakis are all those who are engaged in serving Radha and Krishna directly nearby. So Lalita Devi is even the leader of all the Paramaprishta Sakis. So of all the Ashta Sakis, Śrīla Lalita Devi is the most prominent. She is the leader. Śrīla Lalita knows perfectly well all of Sri Radha's and Sri Krishna's transcendental emotions. She arranges both their meetings and loving quarrels. Because she is in Sri Radha's party, she sometimes suddenly even offends Madhav. When loving quarrels, as well as arrogant words, retorts, and arguments take place, Śrīla Lalita sometimes becomes filled with great anger, and sometimes, when her sentiments become one with Sri Radha's, become one with Sri Radha's, she lowers her face, accepting Radha's mood. At that time, she becomes covered by her friend Sri Radha's effulgent complexion, which is like molten gold, although her own complexion resembles Gorochana. Wow, amazing. Okay, sometimes at the time of loving quarrels, Navon Mesh Shalini, the meaning of that is Navon Mesh Shalini means at every moment new moods come into her heart, and new moods come into her heart and through her mouth. So that Navon Mesh Shalini, Śrīla Lalita, zealously incites Sri Radha's jealous anger, her man, by giving her the right intelligence for that occasion. Sometimes, together with Bhagavati Purnamasi and others, she herself arranges Sri Radha's meetings with Krishna. But when the time of meeting comes, she becomes indifferent. Śrīla Lalita is expert in making ornaments, parasols, and beds out of flowers, as well as constructing secluded places suitable for intimate conversations. She is also skillful in magic and making riddles. She's skillful in magic. That's pretty neat. And also making riddles, yes. Śrīla Lalita is a supervisor of the maidservants who perform Tambul Seva of the Kinnara Kishoris, engaged in the Madon Madini garden. And the Kinnara Kishoris. Kinnaras, it said they have like horse heads or something, right? Let's see. Kinnara Krida is a type of amorous pastime mentioned in Kama Shastra. A Kinnara Kishori is a young girl belonging to the group of demigods called Kinnaras. They have a body resembling that of a human being and a head like a horse. Okay, so Lalitā Saki is the leader of all them, the supervisor of all these Kinnara Kishoris engaged in the Madon Madani garden. She's also the supervisor of the maidservants who protect the flower vines, betel vines, as well as betel nut trees, and of the Vanadevis, the forest goddesses, and even of those maidens who are esteemed in venerable groups. The previously described 8 dear Sakis of the Vara group, like Ratnaleka, are always completely submissive to Sri Lalita Devi. Yeah, we read about 8 Sakis. Ananga Manjari was the last of them. But yeah, 8 Sakis. And Hiranyangi was my favorite one. I mean, like, that was the one that stood out to me most, who was born from a doe. Okay. So of the 8 Sakis that serve under the guidance of Sri Lalita, oh, I just read that. Right? Sorry. Sri Lalita, Ratnaprabha, and Ratikala are well known and are endowed with good qualities, beauty, dexterity, charm, and so forth. I'm not going to read all these flower decorations because it's very long, this section, but we'll just go through get the gist of them all. So the flower decorations made by Sri Lalita in her service. Pushpeshu Mandanam. Okay, so there are numerous varieties of ornaments made of flowers. Crowns, hair bands, ear ornaments, forehead decorations, necklaces, upper arm bracelets, waist belts, ankle bells, bangles, feet decorations, bodices, and many others. In their forms, varieties, and so forth, the ornaments made of flowers are no less than the ornaments made of jewels, gold, and other precious metals. And I'm not going to read this because I remember when we read this, it took like most of the reading session. There's so many details. I'll just read like a couple just to get an idea. Crowns are made by very expertly joining flowers such as Rangini, which are blue color, Swarnayuti, which are golden, Navamalika, white, and Sumalika, whose colors resemble rubies. Then Gomeda. What's Gomeda? Gomeda is a gem brought from the Himalaya and the Indus. It is of 4 sorts: white, pale yellow, red, and dark blue. Okay. So these crowns are made of these flowers that are blue, golden, white, and Sumalika, whose colors resemble rubies, then Gomeda, pearls, and moonstones. The crowns are made so beautifully that they appear to shine as the aforementioned jewels. These specific crowns have 7 crests made of buds of the golden keteki flowers, as well as of colorful substances such as red ochre, garika. The kirita is a decoration for the head, and Sri Krishna is extremely fond of them. What more is there to say? Since this decoration is the best of all flower decorations, it is also known as pushpapar. As a footnote says, pushpa means flower, apar means unsurpassed. It is even more valued than the best of jewels. Sri Lalita Saki learned to expertly make them from the Gandharva Srimati Radha. Sri Lalita Devi also makes 5 crested crowns for Srimati Radhika out of flowers and flower buds of 5 colors. Okay, so that was just one ornament, but it describes in detail the hairband, the ear ornaments, and the ear ornaments are divided into 5. There's the Tatanka, Kundala, Pushpi, Karnika, and Karnaveshtana. Those are the 5 different types of ear ornaments, and then it describes in detail what they look like. And then there's the decoration for the forehead, the necklace, the armlet worn on the upper arm and above the elbow, the waist belt, anklets, bracelets, ornaments for the feet, the blouse, umbrella. Umbrellas are made by attaching strings of white flowers to thin wooden rods and decorating a wooden handle with golden juhi flowers. And the bed, A pillow is made by joining champak and ashoka flowers and a huge quantity of malika, chameli flowers. A wide mattress is made of strings of navamalika flowers. That's tender chameli flowers. And then the awning. Then the chandratapa. When the walls of an awning are made of radiant strings of pearl-like sinduvara flowers and garlands made of freshly blooming lotus flowers hang down from its middle, it is called a chandratapa. And then a hut. Huts made of flowers. Many kinds of huts can be constructed by using various flowers and to decorate 4 pillars made of reeds, placing the pillars in the 4 corners, and then decorating all the sides with strings of various kinds of flowers. So Lalita makes all these different kinds of ornaments and huts made of flowers, beds made of flowers, all that. So, okay. Now let's just hear the name of Lalita Devi's Sakis. Okay, so Lalita's Sakis. Ratna Prabha, Ratikala, Subhadra, Ratika, Sumukhi, Dhanishta, Kalahangsi, and Kalapini are the 8 prominent Sakis serving under the guidance of Sri Lalita Saki. And those Sakis have their own groups, and those groups have their own groups, and it just keeps on branching out like that. Okay, let's see. I think there's one more thing about Lalita Devi. Let's see. Okay, I think that's mainly it. Yeah, we'll end here then. All right, so Jai Shri Lalita Saki Ki Jai. Haribol. Thank you so much for staying all the way till the end, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for Shri Radhashtami. I have no idea what we're going to do for Radhashtami, but we'll have a long program. Maybe like 2 or 3 hours. Maybe 2 hours. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll feel it out. And we can sing lots of kirtans. We can recite lots of prayers, like different pranam mantras and verses like that. We'll read Hari Katha from my Śrīla Gurudev and from other acharyas. There's so much. There's an unlimited amount of stuff to do for Radhashtami. So we'll just... Oh, there are lots of kirtans also. Well, no, 3 main kirtans about the appearance of Lalita Devi. I sent it out on the Gaudiya Kirtan mailing list. I'm not sure if you're not subscribed to the Gaudiya Kirtan mailing list and you want to get special kirtans for titis like that, you can go to gaudiyakirtan.com and you can enter in your email there. But yeah, I sent out 3 really festive, beautiful, joyful songs about the birth pastime of Srimati Radhika. So we'll sing those, and yeah, whatever. We'll just keep the program open, free, and do whatever feels, sing. Yeah, and maybe the day after also, we should, because it's going to be overwhelming Radhashtami Day. There's so much to do. So maybe we should do for 2 days. We'll do a 2-day Radhashtami program.
Yeah, for us here in Hawaii, it's on Wednesday. So for us, it'll be like a couple of days or something like that.
Okay, perfect. Great. So that's even better. All right.
We'll try to record too something. We'll try to record songs, a couple of songs or so, and send them to you. Okay. All right.
That would be wonderful. Great. And we'll play that. Awesome. Yeah, and whenever we're back in Vrindavan together, I want to try to see what the problem is with your phone. Like why it keeps on doing that.
I bought a mic, especially for that. I mean, I don't know what happened.
I think there's something with the settings, but we'll figure that out.
We were using the mic with the laptop, and I left the laptop in Vrindavan.
Oh, that's what it is.
Right. Dandavat pranams. Let me just see on... Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody. Dandavat pranams. See you all tomorrow. Jai Shri Radhe.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes,
I don't know
Archana
whether
Mataji. Yes.
I'm interrupting you. But in Mayapur, they celebrated it just before Balaram Purnima, a few days before Balaram Purnima, Lalita Sakhi's appearance day. Maybe they calculated it 27 days before Radhashtami or something like that.
Yes. That must be what they calculated, 27 days before. But this Lalita Saptamī, this is like Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, and all of like this was just what's been established, and so that's what we've always
Yes, because
been
so
following.
many years we've been following this, you know. I was
Yeah.
surprised to see it. And also, they celebrated in Unchagaon yesterday.
They celebrated.
Lalitā Saptamī Unchagaon
Oh, Unchagaon.
yesterday.
Yeah, Lalita Shashti. Interesting. Yeah, for also like I remember when I was living in Mathura, there'd be a huge thing for what was it called? Baladev Shat, I think it was. No, what was it called? Anyways, but they celebrated Baladev's appearance day on a completely different day also. And like it was really huge in Mathura. They had a huge festival. Everybody, I think like the majority of Mathura Vasis, they follow it. Was it Baladev Shashti, Baladev Shat? I can't remember what it's called. But yeah. Anyhow,
I was
different
surprised.
opinions.
Yesterday was appearance day, and today is also appearance day.
Yeah. Well, the more we can celebrate, the better. So.
Okay, thank you so much.
Right. Hare Krishna. Dandavat. All right. Dandavat pranams. See you all tomorrow. Hari Bol.